You are in control of your academic standing just like you are in control of your future. By knowing which type of course is right for you, either online or a traditional classroom course, you are determining your future academic success or failure. I know this firsthand because I have taken 2 semesters of both online and traditional classroom courses since attending FSW. What most people fail to realize, however, is that your personal learning style is the biggest factor in determining what type of course is right for you. There are 3 main types of learning styles. The first learning style being visual, which means that you learn by seeing. For example, reading a textbook. The second type of learning style is auditory, which means that you learn by hearing. For example, listening to a lecture. The third type of learning style is kinesthetic, which means that you learn best by doing or using a hands-on approach. So, for example, if 3 people were learning to play an instrument for the first time and they each had a different learning style, the visual learner would learn best by reading a manual on how to play the instrument. The auditory learner would learn best by either listening to somebody else play the instrument or by having somebody verbally explain to them how to play the instrument. Finally, the kinesthetic learner would learn best by simply picking up the instrument and trying it out for themselves. In a study conducted by barklearn.com in 2015, it was found that the majority of people possess a bimodal learning style. What this means is that most people have 2 learning styles. For example, if you are an auditory kinesthetic learner, you would learn best by hearing and by doing. If you do not currently know your personal learning style, it is very easy to figure out. You can either go online and take one of the hundreds of assessments that are available, or you could attempt studying in each of the 3 ways and seeing which one works out best for you. It is safe to say that the majority of students that do well in online classes do so because they are at least somewhat of visual learners. I say this because when you choose to take an online class, you do not receive a lecture like you would in a traditional classroom setting. A lot more reading is required both on your textbook and on the computer. However, online classes are growingly popular. In an article found on usnews.com, published on January 8, 2013, it was found that 6.7 million students are currently enrolled in online classes, and that number continues to grow every year. Your personal learning style is not the only factor that determines whether or not you will do well in an online class. You must also have a great amount of self-discipline. You must encourage yourself to study, and you must keep up with deadlines. In a study conducted by the University of Potomac in 2014, it was found that 77% of educators and 70% of students that online classes were just as effective, if not more effective, than traditional classroom courses. A traditional classroom course may be the right choice for you, however, depending on your learning style. For example, if you are an auditory learner, you would probably do much better in a traditional classroom course than an online course. I say this because the majority of traditional classroom courses have a lecture, and if you're an auditory learner, that would be the best way for you to learn. Also, if you are a kinesthetic learner, it would be best for you to take your science classes that require labs on campus as opposed to online. That way, when you go to your labs, you would have the hands-on approach that you would not experience online. In conclusion, knowing yourself can really help determine your academic success. By knowing your personal learning style or your own unique mixture of personal learning styles, you will be able to determine what type of course for you is right for you and which way of studying is best for you. I hope from this speech you learned your personal learning style, or at least that I have encouraged you to figure yours out so that you can achieve the best academic success possible.